More homicides in Cincinnati add to a grim statistic. Nearly as many murders right now as of all of 2018.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's been 4 months since the city's police chief announced changes to curb shootings after a violent summer. David Winter looks at where we are and how we match up.
We can't sit back and wait on a unicorn or a lucky charm leprechaun to fall out the sky to make this thing right for us.
The frustration boiling over after another violent night. This time, a 22-year-old shot to death in Avondale. He's homicide number 62 in Cincinnati for 2019, about 10% ahead of where we were last year at this time, and the 3-year average year to date. And there does not appear to be a pause in this gun violence. This is the scene today in Madisonville, another shooting, this time during a strong-armed robbery. Luckily, it does not appear this shooting will be fatal.
The loss of any life is a tragedy.
Chief Isaac in July announced a plan to address the violence, much of it focused on putting more officers on the streets, which community leaders say they've noticed, and it's helping.
They're relating people, they're talking to people, not trying to get information, but just fellowshipping with them. And it's giving people a different perspective of the police. Now, as far as the shooters, hey, they're going to be shooters.
And that is leading the homicide rate in the wrong direction, unless there are no more homicides in the next 2 months. Compare Cincinnati to Columbus. While the metro populations are about the same, the city of Columbus has twice the population. The two cities have similar population densities, but Cincinnati has nearly 40% more officers per capita. And while the homicide numbers look markedly worse in Columbus, ranging from 50 to 100% more murders than Cincinnati, take a look at homicides per 100,000 people. Cincinnati has twice the homicide rate as Columbus, 4 times the U.S. average.
There's a shortage of drugs.
Reverend Mingo says the high homicide rate could be due to police doing too good of a job with drug enforcement, squeezing supply. But with the current homicide stats, police may consider it a bittersweet victory. David Winter, Local 12 News.